Can you get 90% loan to cost on a franchise startup? The answer is yes. Not all banks will go to 90%. One of the biggest lenders in the franchise space, they'll do 80%. I do have banks that will do 90%, including large TI projects, but the majority of franchise startups are around 80% leverage. Now, if you are a strong borrower and the deal is strong, then yes, you can get 90% financing. Now, if you look at small SBA loans up to $350, I do have a bank that will do 90% like clockwork on all these deals. That's what they'll do. Why I like them the best is because even if you don't have too much in reserves or post-close liquidity, they're okay with that because you're building in working capital. Where they're weak is they don't like to do any tenant improvements. So they're going to do none of your build out. So what happens is I get all these different scenarios and we got to maneuver and figure out what lender is the good fit for that particular use case. So all deals are different. Some of the emerging franchise are not on the SBA directory. They don't have a Fran data cert. Would make that a little bit more challenging. Sometimes I have to take the FDD and get it approved by the bank to see if they're interested in funding this particular franchise. And I have a lot of success doing that, even if they don't have a Fran data cert and are not on the SBA directory. But usually they're going to be limited on how many loans they're going to do for that particular brand or that franchise. So when evaluating opportunities, just know that these are going to be a 10-year term. It's going to be based on Wall Street Journal Prime plus a margin. Margin can go as high as 2.75. And if it's a community advantage program based on projections, I've seen margins as high as 4.5 on franchise startup deals with that are projection based essentially. So that's kind of the runway. Loans over 500,000, SBA guidelines always will require for the lender to look for additional collateral. We typically work with PLP lenders. They're direct lenders. They don't need to send the file in for underwriting to SBA. Now, once in a while, do they still do that? Yeah, if they have a marginal deal where they don't know how SBA would perceive this and they want to cover their booties, sometimes they'll send it in for underwriting specific to SBA. But if they're a PLP, they're just doing it in-house, and those are the lenders that we mostly work with. Or lenders that are trying to get their PLP license. Those sometimes are good lenders to work with because they're super aggressive. And banks tighten and they tighten up when the economy gets tough or they're overloaded in a certain sector, like maybe hospitality. They have a lot of hotels, and then once their portfolio balances out, they become aggressive again. So you could take a deal to a bank today. You could take the same deal to them 4 months from now, and they decline it today, and they do it in 4 months because of their risk tolerances, because what's going on with the economy. But generally, the lenders we're dealing with on the franchise startup, that's all they do. That's their main core focus, and they want to do volume because a big portion of that loan is guaranteed by the federal government. That's why. So if you have franchise questions on a franchise startup, or you're looking for an ideal franchise, we have a whole complete team that can help you from A to Z, figure out what you can fund, how fundable you are, and figure out what franchise models would best be a good fit based on your financial capabilities, your goals, your lifestyle, if you're keeping your W-2 job and all that. So anyways, go to bookwithbeau.com if you want to learn more, and you can schedule a call and we can discuss what you're looking to do and hopefully get a game plan and move forward. Thanks for watching. See you on the next episode.
If you're looking to acquire a business, stop scrolling on Biz Buy Sell and visit franchiseresellelistings.com. We'll do a customized search. You can get on our weekly distribution where we're sending new inventory weekly to your inbox. So visit franchiseresellelistings.com and opt in today. See you there. Hey guys, Beau here. If you enjoyed what you saw, please subscribe to this channel. We talk all things financing. I've been in the lending industry for over 20 years, and I'm happy to answer your questions and provide great content.